Hi, and welcome back to another Daily Dose of Hope. I'm Jody Burgin. Feeling burnt out, nervous, lonely, panicked, afraid. In this craziness, we're getting less and less comfortable with a pause. We all need strategic rest and pauses between our busyness that gives us a chance to reflect and think critically about ourselves and the work that we're doing. The central things in life, I think, are invisible to the inattentive, the busy, the distracted person. A pause provides restoration, and it keeps us in touch with the crucial things in life. To be your best, you've got to pause and replenish. Now, a pause that I'm referring to here, it's strategic thinking that is before or during or after the busyness of our day. Now, creating the right system for a pause is absolutely critical here. The writings and teachings of W. Edwards Deming, it transformed American industry. He included his system built around this phrase, success is largely determined by the system we follow. Deming said it this way, 85% of a worker's effectiveness is determined by the system he works within, only 15% by his own skill. His 85-15 rule, it led me to establish a system of daily pauses that I have wedged into my daily life. Now, my surefire place of rest and refuge begins my day in a recliner in my office. I hit pause and I sit in that good chair early each morning. What happens when I hit pause and sit in that chair has changed me. I am more centered on the important things in life. I'm more loving. I'm gentler. I make some of my most important decisions during a pause in that chair. I gain an invincible sense of God's direction in that chair. I become aware of the inequity in my life in that chair. Now, the real magic in taking a pause isn't the specific place we go. It's about the spirit or rest we return with. A pause in your personal and business life can take on many different forms like it has in mine. It could be something as simple as some chair time, but it also can be just brief moments that are snatched here and there during the week. I sit by a lake, I listen to the birds, or I try to watch a sunset, for example. It can also look like 5 minutes of just quiet reflection after a meeting to consider what was discussed at that meeting. It could be, for me, it's turning off the radio on your commute and just asking yourself some meaningful questions. It can be a 1-minute pause when a situation has angered you, like it does me at times, and I pause to understand and control my responses. It can be a 15-minute walk around the block with your phone turned off. It can be 90 seconds of just quiet ahead of an important phone call that I'm trying to make. That gives me a moment to think about the needs and the challenges of the person that I'm calling. Or after a draining conversation with someone in crisis, I take a 5-minute pause in order to decompress and to refocus before continuing my day. George Shultz, the Secretary of State under President Reagan, would take an hour and a pad and pen every day. He would walk away from the White House for a pause. In the midst of a crowded, demanding day, Jesus Christ inserts a pause into his busyness. Here's what he said to his followers. Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest. Insert a wedge of pause into your daily routine. My best work is done, and God's best work in me is done during a pause. So build a pause into your business and personal life so that you can say yes to the things that really matter. Friend, get more comfortable with a pause.